Right. Oh my God. It's like a supernova back there. The light is so freaking bright. Let's see if I can. All right, here we go. So it's an epic fail. She's still awake. Anyway, so somebody reached out to me and said that they couldn't see one of my videos. I got to tell you that I got a copyright strike, I think. Not really sure. But the email said something like I was that certain countries wouldn't be able to see that video due to the email thing. Here, I'm just trying to get that light out of the way. um, when I went on earlier, there was like a stupid ass song playing on the cartoons, and because it was playing in the background, so it shouldn't. But I have to be conscious of it for next time. So you should be fine now. This should be okay because there's no music. This coffee. I made it this morning and I didn't realize that I never shut the coffee pot off. So it's been on all day and it's kind of thick. But that's okay. I could use a little extra punch right now. And then you want to know why I'm up all night. Anyway, let me get to the matter here at hand. All right. So, first person here is Afia for love. Got a Leo coming in. You're also maybe hearing from somebody who you haven't heard from in quite some time. Your love life should be moving forward slow and steady, but you have a couple of options. You have a Leo, you have an Aries, somebody who you haven't heard from in some time resurfaces. You have good luck coming in over your love life. Moving on to greener pastures. Balance comes into your life. You got some good stuff happening. Definitely hang in there. So you guys got some good choices on the way. It was blocked, yeah, because that music was playing. Oh well. I mean, I can't, I don't know how to remove the music. It was that stupid dinosaur song because it said it. And I'm like, really? Did they really think I was stealing this music? But whatever. I know that's just how it goes. Anyhow, Starbright, Sagittarius current thoughts of us. Like, we got bigger problems here. We're going to rip off dinosaur songs. Feels like you guys are pretty well balanced and that you equally put in enough work into the relationship. Here he is, so we know that we're talking about him. He feels like there's room for growth and transformation. He feels good about the situation. He thinks that it's on track. Starbright, why did Derek stop talking to me? I don't know that it was, well, there's betrayal around the situation. I don't know if he feels like you did something that betrayed him. And there's arguments, or if you had an argument with him. I mean, if he was mad at you, he should have just told you that. I think it has something to do with him feeling betrayed about something. Let me go back up to the top. Caribbean, what's coming towards me? Success. Money flows to you. Justice. You got good karma coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Sagittarius coming in. You also have going back to school, learning a new area of study, or taking a course of some time. That may be very possible. Six of Cups, somebody from your past returns. Five of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Whatever it is moves into the past and it makes you feel relief. So I ordered a little mini iPad today for the storage issue. Let's see what happens. It was what a production to order it, but I think that's going to help because there'll be a lot more storage on that than this pain in the ass thing. Bless you. Starbrights. Oh, I did that one. Bella. Well, Jay asked me to hang out this weekend. Yeah, I think so. Seba, general for next month. Should be feeling better compensated when it comes to a work situation. Feeling a little bit more respected. You might also have some choices around work or career, plus the Page of Pentacles. Could be working on a creative project of some type. You could have a new business opportunity next month, and life changes for the better quickly when you walk away from things that no longer serve you. Cinnamon. What will be my experience in the fall of 2020? Okay, fall of 2020. Life starts to move forward because you're not holding yourself back. Laying down the law, setting up healthy boundaries brings in a wish. Plus, the Four of Swords is taking time for yourself, rest, relaxation, recharging the batteries does you a world of good. Life changes for the better this fall, and you may be picking up a spiritual practice with the Hierophant that like speaks to your soul. Whatever it is, it's something that does you a world of good. Mr. Maurice. Oh, thank you. What's in store for me in money, my current job's outlook? I know I've asked before. That's okay. First thing that comes up around you is the death card, which means that you could be growing and changing. So I think you work for the post office. Is that right? You have a government job? I think. It doesn't matter. Whatever your job is, when the death card shows up, there's growth and transformation. So you'll no longer be doing what it is that you're doing right now. You do right, okay. So you could be moving up. Whatever comes, the next step up is possible for you. You may have been disappointed if you hadn't got it in the past, but it looks like moving forward, it might cause a little bit of anxiety, but you could be climbing the ladder. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. There may be room for growth here, and you'll be prepared for it. It may make you a little anxious, but heading off to greener pastures. There's success around it, and the Nine of Pentacles, you should be making more money too. So if there is a way, an opening coming up where you could be in a higher position, I would apply for it. I think you could get it this time. If you were once turned down before and it was disappointing, you could get it this time. It's interesting the way readings work sometimes, because sometimes the question, like the answer will be yes, but then you don't see like how many times you have to get let down before the yes happens, which reminds me of one of my friends who she wanted really bad to be she tried for a bunch of different jobs. Like for as long as I knew her, she wanted to be in law enforcement, and she tried different areas, and just nothing was working out for her. But like everybody, all the readers kept telling her that she was going to be in law enforcement, and then finally, like she wound up getting in. But like for the years that like it was like one rejection after the next, or she didn't qualify for whatever reason, and then finally she got in. So it's like sometimes like there's a lot of that muck in between that we don't see. I feel like your time is coming. Like you're going to move up the ladder. Whatever you're doing now, you may be like the step above it. Araceli, will I be better off in a 2 or 1 bedroom apartment? All right. Me, just because of like it's this is just my opinion. I always feel like, I bet it depends where you live. Here things are very expensive. I would always go for something cheaper just because I get nervous. But you know, if you may live somewhere where it's cheaper to rent a place, let's see, should we get a one bedroom apartment? Actually, the cards kind of indicate a two bedroom. Like I said, it's only my opinion. I would get a one bedroom, especially if you're renting, because you may not be there that long. So why throw the extra money away? That's my opinion. The cards say go for the two bedroom. Oh, the painting behind me. Me and Dylan back there. My dad did those. My dad's an artist. Thank you. That was me in high school, and then that was Dylan a couple of years ago. Shay, love reading for September. Hmm. Um, you got some stuff happening. So perseverance is taking you places. You may be focused on moving one specific relationship forward. Could move forward quickly with a lot of passion. Listen to your intuition. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Sagittarius coming in. Life changes for the better. You have a soulmate connection. Gemini is around you as well. The relationship should be very grounded, stable, and deep rooted. Happiness comes in. You might have some choices. Feeling like your whole life is changing, and finally you can exhale. September should be a good month for you. TZ told Nelson no mo FWB. Just friends. See how he feels. Wait a minute. You told him no more. Oh, no more friends with benefits. Okay. He feels like it kind of stops him in his tracks. I guess he was enjoying it. Um, and he feels like a mild tower moment. He's not in like a total shambles, but he's disappointed. Um, you know what? I don't really think that friends with benefits is ever a good idea, only because one person is usually winds up developing feelings, and it can just get messy. But it's hard to, it's hard. It's a tough situation, friends with benefits. It really is. Phantom. Keep hearing about a fire and a water sign in readings as far as love goes. Which one's intentions are legit? Okay. Fire sign. I mean, it's not to say that the water sign isn't going to be legit, but the fire sign is definitely. I think she fell asleep. Araceli, will the Hub Apartments take my pit bull? Aww, don't tell him it's a pit bull. Tell him it's in a Staffordshire Terrier, or whatever they call it. Yeah, that's what you do. um, a terrier mix. A terrier mix, Staffordshire Terrier, and I'm not a big liar, but you know how I feel about pit bulls. Besides, they usually are mixes, pit bulls. They're not usually, um, I would say Staffordshire Terrier, and I would say part Jack Russell, because Jack Russells are a little crazy, but they kind of have that, they kind of have that kind of little round body, and they jump high. like pit bulls. Let's see. I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, but I would try to emphasize that you don't know it's 100%. You know, like say that it's a mix, a terrier mix. That's what I don't remember who used to say that to me. Used to say, don't say that he's a pit bull, say he's a terrier mix. Meanwhile, this guy, I mean, really, like who's going to be afraid of him? I mean, really. But I know how pit bulls are. They're like the best dog you could ever have, but yet they have the worst rap. It's terrible. It's terrible. I would say terrier mix. See, and if you trust the dog and you know that the dog is good, then I don't think you have to worry about it. Just say it's a terrier mix. Shea Queen. Will me and the Libra start hanging out in September? I'm only getting a 33% chance you're going to start hanging out with the Libra in September. It might take a little more time. Erin, I've been on vacation from work and dreading going back. What's the real deal with work? What do you mean why you're dreading it? Or just all right, let's just look at it. Thing is that whenever you take time off, like that's why years ago I used to never take time off because I hated breaking the routine. I felt like it was so hard to get back into it that it wasn't worth it. Oh, it's a circus. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with work. You feel disrespected. You feel like it stifles your creativity. You feel like it saps all your strength. You know what? I don't blame you for not wanting to go back if this here is all true. But what it looks like here is that the Four of Wands is here, which is always positive. So the Four of Wands could either be upgrading your current situation where you are, or it could be that you're going to get something, like there's something better coming. And the reason why I say that is you have the Empress here, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. It also shows the Chariot. So your life is moving forward. It's not moving backwards. You may not be there for that much longer. You have here the Eight of Pentacles, which would indicate taking a course, learning a new skill. It even could be on-the-job training. So you may be looking for something new and you could get something. And maybe slow and steady wins the race. Like with the new job, you may have to go through a lot of training, but there's a new opportunity coming in and you're very well prepared. Thought of it may give you a little anxiety and you might want to hold yourself back. But I'm going to say that maybe within the next 6 months, there could be a new opportunity that comes for you and you get yourself out of that place. Sometimes, especially if you've been there a long time, I went through this, like the idea of leaving is almost worse than the idea of staying, like trying to start over or find something new. It really makes you feel like, at least I know what I'm dealing with here. I'd rather just stay here and eat this crap. But I think that there's going to be better opportunity for you coming in over the next couple of months. So this could just be temporary. I know that feeling though. My brother used to call it Monday, and he used to say that on Sunday night. It's when Sunday night, like you're getting anxious about having to go back to work on Monday. He used to say, it's Monday. I know exactly how you feel. But I do think that you're going to have other opportunities. So I would continue to look, see what's out there because there could be something much better for you and you won't have to feel like this. Yeah. Like it looks like things don't really improve there. Like things don't really change. There may even be an issue with around money or finances with that company or whatever it is that you do. And you may just feel like it's stifling. There's no room to grow. There's no room to breathe. There's no creativity. And it just might be time to move on. The change made you good. You know, sometimes if you change one thing in your life, your whole life changes for the better. Interesting when that happens. You may be, you know, with the Empress, it's possible for a lot of things that good can happen. So hang in there. Felix, should I move to a condo in the city or the outskirts? Okay, let's see. Should I move to a condo in the city? I got 3 aces for moving into the city. I don't know how you feel about that, but the card suggests moving into the city. Wow, that's interesting. So it's either the city or the outskirts or very rural. There's no suburban area where you are, because that's like a huge difference. I would say, you know what? If you could stay in the city for a while, see how you like it. The rural, right? That's probably always going to be, you know, I feel like it would be easier to go from the city to rural, like financially. I don't know where it is, but I know here, if you were to leave New York City and go somewhere rural, I think that it would be easier because it would be cheaper, you know, rather than moving into cities is always more expensive. Shay, why hasn't my child's father contacted me yet? Mm. Okay, I don't know exactly what the situation is. I don't know when the last time you spoke to him was, but it looks like he's walked away, and he's undecided, or there he has to make a decision. And right now, he doesn't know what to do, so he's not doing anything. Total cop out. It really is. It's a total cop out, but that's what he's doing. You have good fortune around you. Around the situation, you have the sun in reverse. So this isn't like a terrible disaster because the sun is here, even if it's in reverse. It's just that it may take time. It might not, you know, it could be messy for some time before it gets good. And then at that point, it may be your decision as to whether or not you want to let this guy back into your life. All right, I'm ready. Oh, are you left for 6 months? Yeah. Yeah, you see, I feel like with those kind of situations, right, where people know that they don't belong there and they're just kind of trying to stick it out, I feel like the universe doesn't want us to do that, and things are going to start to force us to change, and it's going to be for the better, and we kind of have to just trust that that's what's going to happen. Um, but it's scary. It's scary. Like the first thing I thought when my brother got laid off, which was in November. And like he had a prominent position in his company, but companies do that. Like after you've been there for so many years, they don't want to pay you anymore, so they get rid of you, and then they'll just move somebody else up. At least that's how it is around here. And I thought, oh my God, you know, like he fits in with that company. He likes the company. He enjoyed his job. But then, like I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? He's not supposed to be doing that anymore. Like he did that. And I felt the same way for myself when I got laid off. I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to do this anymore. Like an idiot, I kept like interviewing for like the same companies that laid me off, the same types. And I'm like, I am not supposed to go backwards. I'm supposed to go forwards. Finally, I got the message. Finally. Shay, what is the decision that my child's father is trying to make? The decision is probably going to be as to what he's going to do with you and this child. Um, See, he's coming up all kinds of upside down. Four of Wands is in reverse. Empress is in reverse. Hermit is in reverse, which means that He's isolating himself from people that he knows are going to tell him that he needs to do the right thing and that he's not doing the right thing. So he knows what he should do and he knows that he's wrong. I don't know when, if, how involved he's been in a child's life so far. But Hermit in reverse is like, I'm not going to tell anybody anything because I don't want to hear it from them. It also looks like, once again, the sun here is in reverse. So he's got to make a decision as to what, and he's very anxious, got a lot of anxiety around him, so he's stuck. Right now, he's like a deer in headlights. He doesn't know what to do, so he's not doing anything. He's got to make a decision as to whether or not he wants to be in your life and in this kid's life. And then how you're going to move forward with the situation from there. I mean, I hate to say it, but like they don't stay little for that long. And if you don't get in there, early enough, the guy is going to be a stranger to this child. So, he's got to make that decision. But it's interesting because the Hermit's in reverse. He knows he's wrong. Because if he didn't think that he was wrong, he wouldn't be isolating himself from others. Like other people are probably saying to him, but what the fuck is wrong with you? Because that's what I would say to him. Goddess, how is my business launch over the next 2 weeks? It looks like you'll be working really hard and it'll bring in some good transformation. It's not going to be 100% successful. You're going to be disappointed about something, and there may be a little bit of regret around something, but overall success does come in. It should go pretty well. Kiki, when will I stop feeling so empty? Takes time. Takes time. You come into a better time this fall. This fall should be much better for you. Krista, kind of had a blow up with Jay today. I messaged Dee and gave her some info. How is Jay feeling about it? He's worried. He's worried and he may feel like he's got a long road ahead of him. He's also feeling very weak. Yeah, he's out of balance and he's unhappy. But something, it's like you got to shit or get off the pot at some point. I don't think you did anything wrong. Good. Stir the pot a little bit because, enough's enough already. Yeah, he's not happy, but that's too bad for him. Kiki, does Zach still want to be with me? Yes, I think so. And you also have a wish around the situation. So put that out into the universe. Well, because sometimes these guys, they just push you to the point where you lose your shit, and then they turn around and call you crazy, which is even more maddening because it's like they don't do the right thing. A lot of men I've noticed it just in readings that I've done over the years, it's like if the boat's not rocking, they're just gonna coast and they're just gonna get away with what they can get away with because it's easy. And it's funny because it's usually the guys that come off with, I'm so big and tough, and I'm a badass and I'm this, that. But meanwhile, they can't. They're like the biggest wimps ever. And they need to, like you give them an inch and they're gonna take a mile. So I think you did the right thing. Let him be pissed. Too bad for him. Priscilla, how does the Pisces feel about the text I sent him? He's not holding himself back. He feels grounded and he feels relieved. So whatever you did or said, he feels good. Krista, is he worried about her reaction or mine? You know how he feels? He feels like the two of you are going to gang up against him, and that's how he feels. It's not you versus her. It's like them against me. That's how he feels, and he's going to keep digging himself deeper if he doesn't do something about it, because he's showing here that he's not like persevering. So it's like, you say you're going to do something, but then you don't do it. And then this is so typical. And it's even with stupid things. It's like, you say you're going to do something, you don't do it. And then I ask you if you're going to do it. And then you turn around and say that I'm a nag, but yet you never did it. That kind of a thing. He's not persevering. He's saying he's going to do something, and he doesn't make any attempt to actually get up and do it. And he's feeling burdened because he feels like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He feels it's the two of you against him, and good. Too bad for him. That's what he gets. Like, he doesn't know how he's going to do it. You know what? You know what's funny about, first of all, I mean, if you think that men are crazy, like women, I don't know what you said, but I know that, I mean, just over the course of the years, I've seen a lot of shit. A lot of times, these women want to act like I still have the upper hand. I knew what was going on, or I make the decisions, or they try to like belittle you to make you out like, well, you were never really anything. You know what I mean? It's almost like a defense thing. Believe me, believe me, she believes you. She doesn't want you to know she believes you, but she believes you. And it's probably a whole fucking shit show over there. I mean, I don't know what exactly you told her, but I mean, you see in the chat, right? This is how we are as women, right? What is he thinking? What is he feeling? So imagine a woman getting a text message that says whatever. I mean, you have to be you have to be at least you know what I mean? Like, no, like, you wouldn't make that up. Why would you make that up? Whatever it is. And just what, to cause trouble for what reason? With him and her. For what would be the reason? I got nothing better to do on Friday night. I figure I'll fuck him up a little bit. No. Believe me, she believes you. She may not want you to think she believes you. She may want you to think that things are okay, but that ain't the truth. Starbright. Is Jay the type to spoil and dote on his partners? Mm, probably in the beginning. And then that probably wears off. Kiki. When is the universe just going to give me true love? Well, the universe doesn't. It's like. It, it always comes back to you. So it's like when you stop dealing with bullshit and you stop needing it, that's when you'll get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the kind of thing, like, it's like classic situation. You might want to be with somebody for 10 years, and then as soon as you find someone else, that person wants you. It's just the way it works. So when you stop needing it and wanting it and putting out that needy energy, and you're like, you know what? I'm a whole person. I'm okay the way I am. I have everything that I need. And you really feel that way, that's when it comes in. Because you're like needy energy, wanting energy, desiring, all that is very low. And it calls in a lot of, it's not that you'll be alone. You might not be alone, but it will call in people that will show you how needy you are. You know what I mean? So it's like when you feel like anxious, or you feel like, why isn't he calling, or why can't I have this, and all those questions that we've all been there, then that's what the universe shows you. So when you're like, you know what, I'm happy with who I am, I'm happy with where I am in my life, things are constantly improving, everything's going to fall into place, I'm okay, I'm a whole person, I don't need anything else, that's when it tends to come in, because you're vibrating at a higher frequency. It's it's like so simple that it's dumb, but yet it's not so easy because we're human and we have these feelings, and it's hard to learn how to control them. And you know who I used to watch all the time? I haven't watched her in a while. Shira Star Goddess. She used to say, how could you control anything if you can't control your emotions? And that used to really hit home with me because I used to have a huge problem. I used to have a huge emotional problem. No, but I did. Like, I remember like crying over things and being so upset over things for days and not being able to let go of it, you know? So like when I heard her say that once a couple of years ago, I started to like say that to myself, like, you can't control your life if you can't control your emotions. You can't, then you're not in control. So when I start to feel a little bit crazy or like I'm going a little wacky, I just always bring it back to myself. No, that's not going to affect me. I'm not going to let it affect me. It's just not that important. I have everything I need. I have a roof, I have air, I have water, I have food, I have my family, I have everything I need. And that kind of helps. You know, I mean, it's not easy. It's a practice. It's a practice because we're human and we want to be loved. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But let's see, timing wise, these cards, hang on, let me shuffle them. Timing wise should be soon, like before the end of the year. Priscilla, what could the Pisces do now since I know what could the Pisces do now since I know what we did? All right, I don't know what this really means here, but I'm going to just take a look at the cards. What could the Pisces do now since I know what we did? What could the Pisces do? Well, the Pisces looks like he's sort of stopped in his tracks. Six of Swords is in reverse, and you have a wish around the situation. Look out for some sharp energy around the situation, and watch out that you don't get betrayed. So I don't know exactly what this person can do. I don't know what it is that you guys did, but it looks like he's stopped in his tracks. I told her he came to my house on Sunday and told me they broke up and he moved out. He told you that and that wasn't true and that was a lie. I mean, you know, it's like you just, what goes through people's minds? And what did she say to that? She definitely believed you, and this whole situation isn't sitting right with her. I don't care what she says to you. Um, he's got to do a lot of explaining to her, and she's not going to believe him. She's not going to trust him. I mean, that's a pretty that's pretty bad. Beautiful one. If we start to date, how would he treat me? He would put in a lot of work. He would treat you well in the beginning, but you would turn a corner after he got comfortable, and there would be pain, a betrayal, and a hurt. So I don't know if this may not be somebody that you want to get involved with long term. AS, general message for my spiritual journey. All right, let's do spirit cards. Three of Earth. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. You have an archangel around you, the star card. Archangel Jophiel, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. Spiritually, you're on the right path. Aroha, will S stay the night with me next Saturday after our day out together? I'm only getting a 33% chance as of right now. So there is a chance, it's just kind of low. Bushra. Thoughts and actions of the Pisces towards me. There's anxiety around this person right now. And it looks like they may be pulling their energy back for a minute. And you guys could have an argument. There's some sharp energy around this situation. Do you know if they're involved with somebody else? Three of Cups is in reverse, is usually a third party interference. And they may not be thinking or doing anything right now because there may be somebody else in the picture. You might have to give it a little bit of time. Let that situation work itself out. Krista, he told me if I said anything to her, then not to reach back out to him again. How long would it be? Yeah, he will. You know what? Like, that's like, this is what gets me. It's like he's had all this time to get his shit together. He hasn't. And then he turns it around and he blames you. Oh, it should be pretty soon. At the very latest, it would be 4 weeks, but I don't think I mean, it could be like tomorrow. I don't think that it's going to take long because I think that he's going to let you know what happened. And don't take any blame. Do not take any blame because you know something, you put up with it for long enough. It's about time shit hits the fan. Priscilla. Figure out that he was spying a lot and betrayed me. What could he do now that I found out? Did he regret what he did? Okay. He feels hurt. He's not showing any regret right now. But it doesn't look like he's going to do anything because he's not pushing it. Perseverance is in reverse. I would take a little bit of time away from this situation, let the dust settle. I don't think that he's going to do anything. I don't think he can do anything. I think he feels hurt. He betrayed you, but yet he feels hurt. It's something that may not be right with him. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to do anything. I don't. I mean, if you feel unsafe or something, then, you know, you could always, like, get a restraining order against him. I don't know if he was spying on you or what, but I just don't think he's going to do anything. Goddess General for September. Your life starts to transform with the Death card. Knight of Cups, you could have a new love interest come in. Listen to your intuition. It's pretty much spot on. Hangman is in reverse. Life starts to move forward. Anxiety is moving into the past. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Capricorn around you. You also have a Scorpio. Starbright, how will Jay treat me once we start dating exclusive? He has his moments. So some days you feel like he is, I mean, betrayal and hurt is around this situation. So, I mean, this isn't positive at all. This is not good. But there are days where he treats you really well and things move forward nicely and you're feeling very happy. So I don't know if he's kind of shown you signs already that he's kind of like waffles back and forth between being really good and really shitty. Cynthia, love general for the rest of the year. You could have a nice relationship coming in with, you have two people. You have a Gemini around you. You also have a Libra. You're no longer holding yourself back and you're pushing forward. Um, it does look like you have a lot going on between now and the end of the year, and I'm not 100% sure that you're going to get into a new stable relationship before the year ends. You may be talking to people, or there may be you may be talking to people like online, or maybe, but I don't know that you're going to go out and meet anybody between now and the end of the year, or that you're going to be physically seeing them. It maybe has something to do with the virus, but I think that you'll have opportunity at least to meet people or talk to them online or through text messages. It just doesn't look like anything stable happens until after the next year starts. Okay, if somebody sent you a text message saying that to you, would you write laugh out loud? Unless she really thought that you were kidding and she's a complete asshole, but I don't think that that's the case. I think she knows exactly. Listen, you know, okay? Like you kind of have a feeling when there's something going on. Kiki, what did the universe want me to know? Best advice. Okay. Spirit cards. Ace of Earth. Inflow of abundance. Promising new business adventure. Important documents or contracts. Page of Water. Intuitive. Oh, sorry. Sensitive, friendly, artistic. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Excellent. The Magician, Archangel Raziel. Excellent. The Magician, you can manifest exactly what you want. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. See, it says it right there. Aroha, connection between S and I for September. Might be a little bit slow. Chariots in reverse. The energy around it is pretty good. It's like good karma is around it, and you could be beginning a new spontaneous journey. So it's the energy around it is good. It's just that it may be slow, or like it might not move as forward as fast as you want it to. Nora, love reading between me and a crush Pisces. Well, there's room for growth here, which is good. You got the death card right in the center of the spread. Things could change for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition. I'm not seeing any love cards here right now, but there is like balance coming in, communication is coming in, and possible forward movement is coming in. So there's room for growth and transformation, but I'm not seeing any love yet. Dingus, love reading. Might hear from somebody out of the blue who you never thought you'd hear from again, and they may come back with a love offer of some type that could transform that could transform and grow in and of itself. Listen to your intuition. Your life is about to change for the better quickly. Adriana, how's it going to be the beginning of the relationship? It's going to be good because you have a wish. You might feel a little bit undecided. You may feel a little bit unsure, but it's going to be good. It's going to be, listen to your intuition. There's going to be a lot of room for growth. Okay, why hasn't Yo-Yo contacted me yet? He's been, well, he's dealing with baggage. So justice in reverse, like bad karma. He's got a lot of crap happening around him. He may be dealing with something that's disappointing or broken heart, or he may have a broken heart about something, or somebody recently may have done something that hurt him. Malika, love reading. Walking away from things that no longer serve you, bring in a wish. Listen to your intuition. You may be a little bit undecided moving forward when it comes to love. You've got a Pisces around you. You also have a Libra around you. And you also have the 10 cups about to be full. Paying off a debt, a loan, or something like that makes you feel relieved. Heading off to greener pastures. When it comes to love, you're going to have choices. You have a Cancer here as well. Um, Vicky, what's the energy around Richard's or feelings rather? Wait a minute. What's the energy around Richard's shit? It disappeared. Let me see if I can find it. What's the energy around Richard's or feelings rather after the text tonight? Okay, let's see. Disappointed. I don't know what went on, but shows disappointment and that he needs patience. Disappointed and patience. I have got to blow my nose. Back up to the top. Anthony, current situation and feeling between the Cancer girl and me. You may need to have patience. Patience before a new beginning can start. Am, general for September. You have strength and happiness coming in around September. Also, financial stability comes in. The ability to manifest what you want. Spontaneity and adventure is here. And being at the right place at the right time. September should be a pretty decent month. Malapale, what is the current situation of E and A? Right now, it looks like success, forward movement, but they're not getting their wish yet. So whatever the situation is, if they're working on something, there's success, forward movement, but the wish hasn't happened yet. Um, but there could be a new beginning for the two of them with the Ace of Pentacles. Um, Pisces girl, general. You have a soulmate relationship coming in that's going to transform your life. If you're not with anyone right now, your life is going to change for the better quickly. It could be with another Pisces and you have success around the relationship. Um, it also could be with an Aquarius. You have two people here. If you're with someone now, current relationship is a soulmate relationship that will transform your life. It will move forward with success and you have a wish around the situation. Put it out into the universe. Mihak, what's my sister-in-law and brother-in-law feel and think about me? There's disappointment around them. I don't know what could around the situation they feel is disappointing, but they feel that something around the situation is disappointing. They also feel like either this could either be they're disappointed in you for something, they feel that like things aren't moving forward. They also may feel like you're not being honest about something or that you have some kind of a secret. Might not be true, but that's what the cards are saying. Deb, general for the weekend. Listen to your intuition. You may have a decision to make and you're feeling undecided. It looks like you feel like you have a long road ahead of you, or you may be feeling like, there's a long road ahead of you, or maybe even a little anxious. But have patience. This weekend's got some good stuff coming. You got some good karma coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You also may be spending time with a Libra. Sonia, please could you make a description of my future husband's sun sign and personality and possible when I will meet him? I can't tell you when. I don't know. I mean, I can give you a time frame, but I can't swear to it. I can't. You maybe sometime this winter you can meet him. He's going to be spontaneous, hardworking, grounded, down to earth. He's going to have a lot of respect, or he holds a respectable position in the society or in the community. I think he's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. The relationship should move forward nicely. I don't think it's somebody that you know. I think it's somebody new. Um, it does look like things move forward like very fast, like it just kind of falls into place. And he might have some money. But he's like, he is either somebody that's got a high position in the company he works in or a prominent member of society, like I don't know, like the principal of the school or like the police chief, something like that, or a judge or something that's prominent. Sue, general, you're prepared. You got good luck coming in around you, and you're prepared for it. Good for you. No longer holding yourself back. Brings in some nice money. You may be spending time with a Capricorn. Life moves forward quickly. You might have a new job opportunity and you're starting a new journey of some type. Talia may have a general for tomorrow. Oh my God, thank you. Thanks. Okay, general for tomorrow. Might need to have patience tomorrow. But peace and serenity, come out throughout the day. You might have to be patient in the morning. Listen to your intuition. Being at the right place at the right time helps you to make a decision about your future. No longer feeling so stressed out about the weight of the world being on your shoulders. Your intuition is heightened, and you have something to celebrate before the end of the day. You may be spending time with a love interest or somebody from your past who could be just somebody, a special friend, or whatever it is. If you're not seeing them in person, you may be speaking to them. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful when that card shows up if you don't want children. Um, Lena, could you please tell me the intentions of the Pisces? Pisces may be looking to hook up. They may not be looking for a real stable relationship, but they may be looking to hook up because they got some passion coming in here. Jessica, will Memoraldi reach back to me? Yeah, yeah. Might take a minute, but you should hear from this person again. Eileen, I'm a Leo, and I was wondering if I will ever have a good financially stable job in my life. Yes, you will. You will. You will, and not only that, it should be something that you really enjoy, and it may happen sometime this fall, possibly in the month of October. Aroha, how will my date with S go next Saturday? I want to celebrate his birthday with him. It should go okay. Look, there's celebration. You got good fortune and you're prepared. Yeah, it should go well. Deb, general for next week. It's got a soulmate connection coming in here next week. Could be with a Sagittarius or a Virgo, or there may be two people around you. So you could have a soulmate connection come in that's romantic if you're not with anyone right now. You also could be spending time with a Sagittarius and a Virgo, which might not have anything to do with the relationship. It just may be something that's going on that week. Feeling much more balanced about life in general. Maybe going back to work, school, or whatever it is that you do all day, or you could have a new opportunity come in. The Magician, you can pretty much manifest whatever you want. Focus on what you want next week, not what you don't want. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Paying off a bill, a debt, a loan, or something that was hanging over your head makes you feel relief. It moves into the past, and you can forget about it. Sophia, Linford's next move towards me. Listen to your intuition. He's going to be perseverant, and he's going to be looking to come back with some passion. It's going to be your choice. You got strength around you. If you want to turn him away, you can. It's up to you. But that's what's coming up. Tana, does my friend Aurora, who passed away, want to say anything? Okay, I don't channel. I can't do that. But I can ask spirit cards. Five of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. The Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. You've got a guardian angel. There you go. There's your message from her. And then here you have an archangel. The World, job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path towards enlightenment. Not bad. Ooh, excuse me. Zara, I'm Elsa. When will I find true love? All right, when is love coming in for Elsa? Sometime this fall. You should meet somebody significant sometime before the end of the fall. Sunset, love for the next 2 weeks. Love should be pretty good. Hangman in reverse, things are moving forward, heading towards the Four of Wands, which is the happy home. People putting in some effort here. If you're not with anyone right now, you have an Aquarius coming in. You also have somebody from your past returning. That looks nice. That relationship can move forward if you choose. It looks like be feeling respected over the next 2 weeks, and like both parties are doing equal work. J Silk, general reading. Might have a little anxiety. I don't know if you're starting a new job or going back to school or something of that nature. A little anxiety, and then there's also the opportunity for a new job. If you decide to take it, it does bring with it some financial stability. Eight of Pentacles could be on the job training. It also could be having. It also could have nothing to do with the job. You could be going back to school to learn some kind of a new skill. It could be taking a cooking class. It doesn't matter what it is, but it would be something that you would enjoy. You're working hard at, and it adds to your life. It looks like life starts to move forward pretty quickly with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and feeling a little bit better respected um, in a work relationship, maybe being better compensated, and there's success that comes in around work. So I don't know if you're changing jobs. If you do change jobs, you would be getting better compensated and you would feel a little bit more rewarded. Nana, how does Leo feel about me? Thinks that you're happy, down to earth, kind, attractive, spontaneous, adventurous, fun to be around, sincere, serene, intelligent, and attractive. Nav, love for the rest of the month. It looks like you've got success around love when you walk away from things that no longer serve you. Anything that was disappointing, leaving it in the past brings in good karma. You got a Cancer coming in around you before the end of the month. Comes with it happiness when you lay down the law and set up boundaries. You know what I mean? Setting up boundaries. Don't be the one that's doing all the work and putting all the effort in. And you'll find that the relationship is a little bit better reciprocated. Moon, what are this person's thoughts about me? Thinks that you're well balanced, has a lot of respect for you. Thinks you could be argumentative. You're very intuitive, very well prepared. That you could be a little bit of a loose cannon at times. Thinks that you're spontaneous, attractive, down to earth for the most part, caring, kind, and intelligent. Christy, how will him and I meet for the first time? How will him and I meet for the first time? As of right now, it looks like it's by water. There's water around it. That could change, but that's what's showing right now. Water. It's by water. And Ukriti, what are H's intentions and actions towards me? He may want to spend more time with you, and he may be there may be more communication coming in over the next couple of weeks. Leveling, what will happen between me and M? This situation may be disappointing, and there may be a lot of burden and anxiety around it. Um, there's sharp energy coming in for sure, and there's a decision that needs to be made at some point. I don't know where you are in this situation, but I have to tell you that there's heartbreak and disappointment around it. Um, the sun is in reverse, which means it's possible to work it all out and have happiness in the end, but it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of work, and both parties have to be equally putting in the same amount of effort. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Vicky, I'm going to his city in the beginning of October to visit friends. As you said, he's disappointed. Will he contact me now, before then, or not? Okay, let's see. I'm only getting a 33% chance that you hear from him before then. Um, I don't know how often you normally hear from him, but I'm not convinced that you're going to hear from him before then at this point. I mean, that could change. You still got time. Lika, if I allow the Libra back, what will be the overall outcome this time? It looks like arguments, a tower moment, and feeling burdened. If you let him back again, you're probably going to be reliving the exact same situation that you just had. Um, that's what I'm thinking. So you might want to rethink it. Or you could let him back in. If it means that much to you, you could let him back in and try it again. And then you have to promise yourself that this would be the last time, because it doesn't look like he's willing to change at this point, or he's not putting in enough effort. I would have a conversation with him before, and I would let him know exactly what you expect from him, and that you're not going to stand for any bullshit. I can't stand it when guys act like that. Like when you have to almost treat them like they're got to go in the corner, go into timeout. I feel like you shouldn't have to do that with a grown man, but it's unfortunate that so many of them show up needing to have this to get smacked around a little bit. New chapter. What does the future hold for me? You have the love cup here being full. You may be going back to school for something. Star card, you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Could be going back to school for something creative. So it might not be for work. It could be taking a course, to learn how to, I don't know, do home decorating. Whatever it is, it would be something creative. It would be something that interests you and that you would enjoy. Anxiety starts to move into the past. You could have a new romantic relationship starting or interest with a Cancer, and your life could be changing for the better quickly with the Eight of Wands. Shawnee, can you pull some cards to see how Corey feels about me right now and what action will he take towards me? You see, he feels like, he's in control of this situation. He can do whatever he wants, and he feels like you're sitting around waiting for him. It comes up here that he's got the strength. There's bad timing around the situation, or he's the one that's controlling the timing. Upright, it would be being guided by the divine, but in reverse, it's like the timing isn't good. And he feels like he shows up when he wants, or he puts effort in when he wants, but then he walks away. He's got the Eight of Cups. Somebody walks away. It could be you, but I'm asking how he's feeling about you. It's like, would be like he's walked away. Um, and I don't know if you've spoken to him or you reached out to him, but it shows you as being a little bit more persistent with him at some point. I mean, he cares about you, but this situation, I feel, has gotten very toxic, and he just does what he wants. Like, that's it. He's gonna do what he wants, and he just doesn't seem. He feels like you're just gonna be there, and no matter what happens, you're just gonna be there, and that he could do whatever he wants and come back to, and he can come back to you when he feels like it. Four of Wands is in reverse, which is like not moving forward, or not getting the happy home, or not heading on to, the next level. It's like kind of being stuck where you are right now. I mean, as a person, he cares about you, but he's like, he just doesn't seem to like have it in him to like stabilize the relationship. Yeah, you could close him, Mel. Thank you. Like, he's not looking to. I think that this is kind of getting toxic, and you may want to think about it. Tanya, how is he feeling now that I've added him back on Snapchat? He feels good. He feels like he's got the timing card, divine timing, upright. He's feeling strong, and he's feeling happy. All right, then, Mel, you're the only moderator here, right? I think so. It's hot in here. Did I finish my gross coffee? I got one more sip. All right. Magic. Does JD see me as wife material? I don't think that this guy is anywhere near thinking about wives. I don't even think he's not even in that ballpark. What he's got showing up around him is the tower moment and walking away when it comes to marriage. Like, that's how he feels right now. So the answer would be no, but he's not looking at anyone like that. That's just not what's coming up around him right now. Sophie, what should I do about the Gemini who I like? Spirit suggests he likes me. Who says that Spirit suggests that he likes you? I mean, if you think he likes you, then I would just confront him. Wait a minute. I mean, I would just confront him. If you think that he likes you, then I would confront him. Mel, will the marriage between the Aries and the Scorpio last? Is this the, which Aries is this? This is the new Aries? I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna ask. Um, you know, it may last for a minute, but I feel like Aries and Scorpio are just not a good match because there's so much Mars there and they're both very headstrong. Um, it's like my mom was a Scorpio and her mom was an Aries, and it could be like very. I don't know that I think I know that like in order for me to give that to read like Sinistry, I need to see their whole charts, but that's like a real tough combination, Aries and Scorpio, because Scorpio is like, they uncover everything, and Aries can be very, selfish and all about me, and Scorpio doesn't like that. And if you betray a Scorpio, they're not going to forgive you. It's like Aries and Gemini might be a little bit better, like Aries and even Cancer may be a little bit better, but Scorpio is a tough sign for Aries. I don't, and not only that, with all that Mars energy and Pluto, I mean, I don't, and it would be the kind of thing that would end in utter disaster. It wouldn't be like a mutual end. It would be something that would be like horrible. Yeah. Yeah, but 70% chance it lasts, so it may last a little while. But when it blows, boy, I wouldn't want to be around. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Scorpio can be very evil, of course. Yeah. I mean, they're ruled by Pluto, which is transformation and the underworld. So they want to uncover anything, anything and everything. And then Aries, they're like new souls, and they're very like me, 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 me. I'm important. I'm important. And Scorpio is like, you better not be doing something and think that I'm not going to find out about it, because I'm going to, and then when I find out, I'm going to kill you. So there's like no room for error there. All right, I am going to go. You know what, Shani? I would not suggest doing a spell for him, no, because the situation is so toxic. If you wanted to do a spell, I would say do it to bring in fresh love, a new situation where there's none of this madness around it. Like same thing with like anything that has to do with like magic, manifesting. Like think about it. Do you really want to go back to something that's been terrible, like something that's made you cry, had you blocked, found him with other women? If you could be the god of your own world and you could make anything happen, would you choose to go back to that? Because you can't change it, you can't change him, you can't change what's going on in him. He's got to change that. And he has to be ready, willing, and able. And he's not. He's not working on himself. He blames everybody else. He's selfish. He does what he wants, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care who he hurts. If you could wave a wand and make a partner appear, what would the qualities of that person be? That's what I would put in the spell. Like that's what I would do. Now, years ago, I didn't want to hear that. When people would tell that to me, I used to get angry. Sage Goddess, I used to buy candles from her all the time, and it always used to come with, don't interfere in anyone's free will, and I used to get so fucking mad. But you know something? I agree with it now only because these situations that are really toxic, that people, and I myself included, have been in them, get hell-bent on wanting to be with that person. It's not about that person. It's about what that person does for our wounds temporarily. And if you put a spell or you focus energy on that, it's just going to make that, you may be more bound to him, you may be more tied to him, but isn't going to make him treat you any better. It's just going to prolong it. So I would, if you wanted to do a love spell on someone, I would do it on fresh energy. Call in someone who's going to treat you well, not someone who's going to treat you like crap. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. I'm not saying this because I don't know how it feels. I've been there. I've been there many times. But think about it. You could do a ritual and have somebody come in who is going to treat you really well and who is going to want to see you and not want to be with anybody else. So think about it like that. Um, all right, I'm going to go and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm just not sure of the time yet because, you know, I'm trying to do this when she's sleeping because she's been a terror lately. So, at some point I'll be on. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all very much, and I'll see